Hi everyone, this is Brad from Board Game Geek. I'm here with Arjun, the designer of Pleasant Dreams, which is on Kickstarter right now. Could you give us a quick rundown on the game and how it works?
Yeah, absolutely. So first of all, thanks for having me. Really awesome. So Pleasant Dreams is a card game for 1 or 2 players. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes, and it's called Pleasant Dreams, a card game of nightmares. During the game, players will be dreaming and can either play as a boy or as a girl, and they will be keeping track of something called wakefulness. If they're at 0, they're dreaming peacefully, all is well. The moment they reach 5, they wake up screaming and lose the game. During the game, you get to choose how much you want to dream, because there's actually 2 ways of winning. One way is by virtue of the other player waking up. The other one is more sort of a race to the finish. So the first person who finishes their dream, no cards left, without waking up, wins as well.
Okay.
So let's say Brad, I'm playing a game with you, and you're feeling pretty good. It's your first turn. You draw 5 cards. You can choose 1 card minimum, 5 cards max. So as you'll see, there are cards that look more pleasant and less pleasant. This was the last card drawn, and resolving goes in reverse order. The basics are as simple as just counting the pluses and the minuses. So +2, you go from 1 to 3, back to 2, back to 1, to 2, and back to 1. It's as simple as that. But there's actually also symbols on the cards. You have the equal symbols, meaning the front and the back are the same, and you have the flip symbols, which is different. So the idea is that sometimes you're having a dream and all is well, and you encounter something nice, and it comes back later and it's still nice. But sometimes dreams just don't go that way. That nice thing that you saw later on comes back to haunt you, or haunt you even more.
Very cool.
So what happens during a turn is, let's pretend we'll do this turn for a bit. You go +2, this just gets discarded. -1, now you have a choice. Either you discard it and it's done, or you flip it and you actually get a bonus for trying to hold on to it. You get another -1, and you see what's on the back. Let's pretend it's actually discard, that's more fun. So on this card, there's a nightmare on the back. Doesn't happen right away, you get to stack the deck. So Brad knows me, and he knows that I always draw 2 cards. I'm a very consistent player, very predictable like that, and you now get to stack the deck. So what happens is you take the deck, and he puts it on the second spot. Well, like this, it would be very obvious. I'm not sure whether you can show this on video, but how actually the second the deck goes is I put the deck under the table, I count how many cards I have, and I put it there. If you don't have a table, you can just as easily do it behind your back, and you stack the deck. So let's pretend these cards are not important for now. It's my turn, and yes, I am consistent. I draw 2 cards, 1, 2. So the better you're able to predict your opponent, the better you know your opponent, the better you read your opponent, the more you can get to stack the deck against them. So that's about it.
It seems really great, and I love the art style as well.
Thanks.
So it's on Kickstarter right now. You definitely have, you're funded at this point, but you have stretch goals going on. Can you tell us a little bit about the Kickstarter and how it's going?
Absolutely, yeah. This Kickstarter has been up already for a couple of weeks. Reached funding goal and are now working on the 6th stretch goal. For the stretch goals, the first 6 stretch goals, I wanted to do a little mini expansion called Lucid Dreams. So the 2 cards I haven't actually talked about in talking about the game are the Premonition and the Barrier. These are one-time use cards, which lets you influence the dream a little bit. With the Premonition, you get to look a little bit at what's coming up, and with the Barrier, you can actually put a nightmare on the bottom of the dream, and we'll come back later. So those 6 stretch goals are all cards that let you influence the dream in different ways and add some extra variety and replayability to the game. I actually think we are probably going to hit the 6th stretch goal today or tomorrow, because it's going really well. And after that, I'll reveal a big secret next stretch goal, but it's going to be more cards, more cards, more cards.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. This looks really great, and we look forward to seeing it available in a few months.
Thanks for taking the time, and yeah, look forward to bringing it to everybody.